Hey everybody, so welcome to the channel. So the market is, the last 3 days has just been going in spits and just up and down. You think as it was Sunday, I looked at the futures and they're just totally crashing, and then we ended up having a little positive, flat kind of a day, and today it looks like it's the same thing. I think the Nasdaq is in red, and then the S&P 500 and the Dow are positive. But it's not much compared to how everything is kind of dropped so much when we had when the start of all these tariff craziness that's still going on with Trump basically. And no matter what your politics or anything like that, just the market hates uncertainty. And then so everything's really uncertain right now. Maybe we'll have some clarity. I don't know if it's today. I think it was the second. That's supposed to be Liberation Day or something, whatever he's calling it. But I don't like it. It's just one day he says something, the next day it's something else, and these tariffs on these automakers. I don't see what that has to do with much of anything as far as why. Like overnight, you're not gonna have manufacturing come into the country if you have these huge tariffs on Canada and Mexico on imports. It doesn't. I love import cars. I like American, and I like, of course, tinkering with Volkswagen and just different having just any kind of import and just trying to get those parts. I guess that's the thing. You're getting a pair of tariffs. I think he wants you to buy American, but then the thing is, a lot of those, even for American cars, the parts are made in Canada or Mexico or overseas. So kind of shooting yourself in the foot there. But that's just what he wants to do. Not really getting into politics, but then politics kind of finds its way into the market. It has been this whole past month, and so I just want it all to be over with all this tariff talk. I mean, some aspects of the tariffs are good, but just the whole blanket tariffs, I don't really get why you need to do all that, and compared to everything like a lot of the fentanyl and stuff coming in the country, like I think 1% is Canada, and it's just blanket tariffs, and then the whole market doesn't like all that stuff. So eventually, when all this is done, maybe it's gonna just, cooler heads will prevail and just the market will settle down. I'm not for one side or the other. I'm just talking about how there's some good things and some bad things, but just how the market does want stability. Like if you say one thing, craziness, you say one thing, and then okay, the tariffs are going to be off, could be off. So the market doesn't know what to digest. Like you're going to be hard line one day, and the next day you wake up and he's going to be really hard on just the automakers, which in a way it doesn't really make sense. I just want it to be over with so we can just go back to just trading these markets and investing in these market and stability at the end of the day. No matter what, with these tariffs, we're the ones that are going to be paying at the grocery store, gas station, and everywhere else on electronics, especially like most of those you go to Best Buy or anything like that, and most of that stuff's made overseas, China, Japan, and so no matter what, we're gonna be ending up passing the buck. Walmart's not gonna take the hit. Consumer's the one that's gonna be paying the higher cost, and that's a really shame. And they don't see it like that. Mostly, tariff is a tax, so I know they gone away with it years ago. That's probably why, because most people see it as a tax. And yeah, I just hope everything settles down for the markets and clearer seas ahead. But right now we're still kind of, maybe that's going to be tomorrow where it kind of it takes a day, finalizing a day that's really this is the official tariff day, and then kind of that all goes away and the market settles down. But right now, it's kind of lingered on where it's lost, hasn't really made up any of the games that in the last since when it really took a drop. Like 10% drop could turn into 25% drop if they just keep talking these tariffs forever, all summer back and forth. We have this tariff war that goes on forever, never ends, and no light at the end of the day. The market could drop a lot more than everybody's expecting. But I think in a way, and then he wants the Fed kind of just to cut rates. I think he's putting that pressure on the Fed. He's got these power with these tariffs, so they can cause chaos kind of, and then in the markets, and then the Fed will maybe he'll get his way and have to lower rates somehow. But a lot of these stocks are at a discount, but who knows when it's finally going to be over, like Nvidia and like Nvidia is really at a discount, but it's Tesla, Palantir, they're not a ton off a discount. I think it's 85 right now, Palantir, but you're still catching a falling knife. I'm kind of stuck with Nvidia. Just have that. Everybody's saying that's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I'm just waiting for that thing to finally do something. You would have been way better after this year just trading Nvidia and then holding it like I am, like trading it from just to 105 to 150, because it never can seem to get out of its own way and break through to higher levels past that. Maybe this year, next year will be. You're just holding on to that thing just like I am. But then again, a lot of other things are kind of doing the same thing in no man's land. But right now, it's really just a trader's market if you're doing that thing with trading. But I'm not, I'm just investing. I tried some trading, but it's just really not my thing right now. So let's just watch and see. Hopefully the April 2nd will be like the kind of catalyst day, like the things, instead of selling the news, it will go the other way, but who knows. But I think it's like if after April 2nd and then they keep carrying on about the tariffs, then that's just going to keep, market's not going to like that. I think market could drop further, but hopefully they chill out with these tariffs. But I just have a feeling that he's going to do this until he gets his way with the Fed to lower rates, and then I kind of sense I agree with him about the Fed. They're kind of they're not winning against inflation, so may as well just lower the rates, get the rates lower, because inflation was like 2.8% clip or something. Inflation is still running hot, and it's what are you gonna do? Raise rates super high just to get rid of that inflation? But it's a no-win situation. There has to be other ways to deal with inflation. Kind of in a way, we're all kind of getting price gouged at the supermarket. Just when inflation, you buy eggs are just the bird flu, but I'm saying other things like chicken and stuff and fish. Once they raise the prices, it's highly unlikely these supermarkets or grocery chains or something like that are ever gonna lower them. Has to be some major change that they do that, but they're just gonna raise the prices and keep them there for infinity. But yeah, this is just my opinion on everything that's going on. But hope you guys having a great day. And yeah, happy Monday. Or I'm even losing my days because of spring break. Happy Tuesday. I'm still on vacation time. But yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe. Not a financial advisor, anything like that. And hopefully things get better. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.